Hello there everybody, and welcome to this feature presentation on YouTube. I am King Mac, your hamburger pal. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger along with some delicious golden french fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Also be sure to grab some hot buttery popcorn while you're at it as you enjoy this episode of TTBurger Game Reviews on YouTube.
Yo. Hello my friends! How y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing well. You ready for some more game reviews, AICA? Well, you come to the right place because we're back with more TTBurger game reviews and we continue with episode 267 here today. Episode 267 part 1 of 4 parts today, looking at PlayStation 2 exclusives here today by the company Naughty Dog. How they're known for making games like Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted, Last of Us, and more. And we're looking at a 3D platform similar to Crash Bandicoot more, and the idea was a success indeed. Before I even get started, I wanted to apologize for not having a lot of videos up and stuff. So there's some stuff going on in my personal life that I had to take care of. So I apologize for the lack of content there. I promise I'll miss the videos will continue, and they're continuing right now. But we gotta get back on topic here. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to everyone who has supported this channel, including Freaking 18, Sozo, MX King Mac, alongside the Type of Lamia, Precursor Stateside, Megs, Black Healer, Griffin Pop, along with the Homie RJ, Uncle Jiro, Rockstar Pool 69, B-Rock Games, Desert Cody 22, The Sensational Gent, Black Healer, and more and more and more. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm warning for you guys this channel wouldn't be as big as it is today. Today we're going to be talking about the franchise starring Jak and his pal Daxter. The Jak franchise, let's say. It's we're looking at 4 games here for this. Now, this was a new IP at the time back in 2001. This came out of nowhere and surprised all us gamers and took it by surprise. It became a success for sure. And we're going to be taking a look at 4 games here in the Jak franchise here. Part 1, we're going to go back to 2001. 21, to look at Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Then go to 2003, late 2003, look at Jak 2. Then go to 2004, look at Jak 3. And then wrap things up in the year 2005, look at Jak X Combat Racing. I'll not be looking at Daxter or Jak and Daxter, the Lost Frontier. I did play Daxter and it was good, it's just that it was only on the PlayStation Portable and I don't really care for portable gaming. And the Lost Frontier was garbage and stuff and I hated it, so I'm not going to be looking at it. But we can look at the main games though. Let me start off here with looking at this game here, Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, released exclusively for the PlayStation 2 on December 4th, 2001, and then was released for the PlayStation 3 on the Jak and Daxter HD collection in 2020 and 2012 and stuff. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy is an amazing game. It started off fresh as a new IP for Naughty Dog after they lost the rights to Crash Bandicoot, and the end result is well done despite some flaws and problems that are hard to overlook. We'll get to that later. I remember first seeing the commercial and was really hyped up to get this game, seeing a mute human and an animal character who talked and similar to Ratchet, Clank, and Sly Cooper and Thieves Raccoonus and stuff. What we have here is an open world 3D platform with no loading times for the most part at all, and it was something very innovative and cutting edge for its time, especially because back then it was impossible for the most part to find a game that had no loading times in it with these huge environments with no frame rate issues at all, like almost never. And considering this game came out in late 2001, this was a huge step up in gaming and graphics and sound and more, and games like the Uncharted franchise would borrow gameplay elements from this and make them better. Hell, Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy even borrows gameplay elements from the Crash Bandicoot games and more, with the platform elements and many other things in the game like collecting items such as Precursor Orbs. Hell, Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy even borrows gameplay elements from the Crash Bandicoot games and more, with the platform elements and many other things in the game like collecting items such as Precursor Orbs. And the main thing you'll be collecting are power cells to access new worlds to give you more Precursor Orbs to find and more power cells to collect. The power cells are like the crystals and gems in Crash Bandicoot, and there's some of the stars in Super 64 and the Jiggies in Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. Another item you will collect are Scout Flies, which have 7 of them in each world, and you'll get a power cell you find from the 7 of them in the said area and stuff. You'll be doing a lot of platforming too, and in a game like this, it is full of surprises. And is this a perfect game? The answer is no, but is it a great game? Yes, and I'll tell you why right now. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, takes place in the fictional world where we see two friends, Jak, solid protagonist, and Daxter, the chatterbox who makes jokes and is kind of a dumbass but in a funny way. Anyways, get back on track here. Jak and Daxter are on the inhabitable Misty Island when trouble happens. The two see two unknown figures ordering these lurker-like creatures or the enemies to gather eco and precursor artifacts and decide to leave before getting in trouble, but they see a guard and kill with an explosive, which does work, but the explosion pushes Jak and Daxter back, and Daxter falls into a pool of dark eco and transforms him into a creature called an Otzel, and they must set to find a way to bring Daxter back to human. Regular eco is a type of energy that dominates the world and was created by the Precursors, an ancient race of beings that are the masters of the universe responsible for creating all life on the planet. After what happened, Jak and Daxter return home to Sandovar village where they live with Samuel's Hage, the Sage of Green, and his daughter Kira, who's a mechanic who's building a zoomer vehicle that will be able to use and transport them anywhere. The main plot is to find Galacharon, the Dark Sage, who can turn Daxter back to normal, along with doing missions and others for the townspeople like unclocking green eco vents and giving a character 90 precursor orbs, or chasing seagulls away or leading a creature to its home, and more and more and more. I can't really say much more about the story, I don't want to spoil it for people who are interested in it, but the story is pretty good, and I liked it. It worked really well to where you feel like you are in a fantasy world that is huge and full of fun stuff to do. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, presentation-wise it's good, but compared to the other games, the graphics look a little dated and have not aged well. Sure, the character models look detailed and animated really well, and the facial animations are amazing, and the environments are huge with no frame rate drops at all and stuff, and the draw distance is amazing with no dips in the frame rate either, and more. But they just look somewhat low-res and a little blurry, and they do not age all that well. The cutscenes use the in-game engine, and you can see the problems with the graphics because of this, but they still look good, just a little dated is all. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, has amazing sound that is memorable. I love the music, the Naughty Dog style music that sounds like Crash Bandicoot but with Jak and Daxter in it. I mean, you can hear the similarities between the two games with the music, and it is enjoyable. Like, one song kind of sounds like Turtlewood's song from Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. And the voice setting is my favorite part of the game. Sure, Jak does not talk and some people may not like it, but I liked it. I was fine with him being a mute. Daxter, voiced by Max Casella, is the loudmouth dumbass, and he's a fucking burglarly funny, especially when you die. Daxter will say some fun like, what about get up, say goodnight, Jak! Step one, don't die. Second, don't die again! When am I gonna check back now? And he's funny. He's really the best part of the voice acting for sure. Other characters such as Samos, voiced by the late Warren Burton, and Kira, who was voiced by Anna Garduno, are amazing as well. The supporting characters also have great voice acting, but I will admit some of them are hammed up and overly acted, but it's not that bad. I have seen worse and stuff. That's just me. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy in the gameplay department is awesome, but it has some problems which we'll talk about later, but first let's get to those burglary goods. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, like I said, is a 3D platformer similar to Crash Bandicoot and Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, with open world like elements and stuff, where it goes to find a way to turn Daxter back to human, while helping out the locals and other people to give you power cells to help you advance the game and progress new levels and more. There are 100 power cells plus a hidden one when you get all 100 of them, and when you get them you get a secret ending that leads up to a sequel. The Precursor orbs are like coins you can collect, and they can be used to receive power cells as well and more. The missions range from a big variety of collecting precursor orbs to give a local in exchange for a power cell, turning on a valve to get electricity going, opening a big door, defeating a boss, fighting 7 scout flies, and more. The variety in the missions are huge. You have vehicles you can pilot, mainly your zoomer, which I was not the biggest fan of, but it was a nice feature to have, and you'll need them for certain parts of the game. Other times the platform elements come into play when you must jump your way to find power cells out of reach and more. And the environments are huge in a variety of villages, beaches, snowy mountains, lava lands, jungles, forests, underground caves, underwater cities, stuff like that and more. Definitely a big plus, and I love variety in platform games like this and video games. Jak also has different types of eco that can help him and Daxter out on their journey. You have the green eco, which gives you health, and get 50 of them, or if you get a giant one, you can regain health, power, stuff that you lost. You have Blue Eagle, which gives Jak electricity power and the ability to use Blue Eagle pads that give you a boost in jumping and gives you precursor orbs as well in certain ones. You have the Yellow Eagle, which lets Jak shoot fireballs at his enemies, and they come in handy for sure. My favorite is the Red Eagle, which makes Jak super strong and take down the enemies in one hit. It is fucking amazing. But you must beware of the Dark Eagle. Getting hit by that will take a party health away, you fall into a pool of it, you're dead instantly, no going back. Well, technically you can't, but I was just saying. And if you die, you have infinite lives, so it's not a big issue. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, was definitely the go-to Naughty Dog platform after they lost the license to Crash Bandicoot and more. It was fun, but now the negatives. The game is huge with the levels and environments, which is awesome. But no map or radar at all makes it easy for you to get lost, and sometimes you can spend an hour trying to find a way to get back to where you were, and you can get killed along the way, then you go back to the checkpoint or so. Some of the power cells are very hard to find, some of them can be impossible to find if you're not good. And some of the missions are kind of stupid, like scaring away seagulls, throwing animals into a pen and stuff and everything like that, which I understand trying to go for variety here, but some are kind of stupid. And some people will probably not like Jak being a mute, but I was fine with it. And the game, if you're good, is only 5 or 6 hours long. Daxter can be a little annoying at times, with the way he acts and Samus with his mean criticisms and stuff, but I've seen worse, and sometimes it's difficult to be a little bit unbalanced and stuff. Those are the only complaints I have about it, though. Final thoughts: if you're looking for some more 3D platform action by Naughty Dog after they lost the license to Crash Bandicoot, I recommend Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. It's definitely a go-to PlayStation 2 exclusive for sure, and if you don't have a PlayStation 2, you can get the HD collection on the PlayStation 3 as well. I give Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy an 8.5 out of 10 because of the problems I have with it, but still a game that should not be overlooked, especially if you want some more Naughty Dog action with a game like Crash Bandicoot. And that's it for episode 267, part 1 of 4. Stay tuned for the next part. We're gonna go the year 2003 around the holiday time, where we're gonna take a look at Jak 2. And yes, Daxter's still in it, just to call it Jak 2, just like to make the title seem simpler. How does this game fare? We got a darker theme, and Jak actually talks this time. How does it fare? We'll have to find out in the next part, which all I gotta say is Tony, peace out, have a great day, and see you all in my review of Jak 2. Take care, everybody. Peace out. I'ma teach how to cook some fondue and blow up on shorts on YouTube, huh? Ain't that crazy? That's what people doing daily. It ain't quick, they ain't lazy.